Morning, Year 9. Today's lesson is on blood vessels. So we need to know about the 3 different types. Okay, so there are 3 different types of blood vessels. We already talked about 2 of them when we did the heart, which was arteries and veins. And then there's another type called capillaries that we need to learn about. Okay, so the first type we're going to talk about are arteries. Okay, now arteries, if you were to draw a diagram, they look a bit like this. Excuse my terrible drawing. They have got a really, really thick muscular, so it's thick, it's muscular, and it's got elastic in it, and it's a wall. So they have got a big, thick, muscular, elastic wall. Okay, and that's because their function or job is to carry blood away from the heart and it's under high pressure. So if you think about it, when the blood comes out of the heart's pumped, it is blasting out there under really high pressure, and so the walls of the artery need to be really thick and muscular and elastic in order to prevent them from bursting. Okay, so that's your arteries. The other type that we've already talked about when we did about the heart were the veins. Now veins are kind of the opposite in that they have got very, very thin walls, okay, because the blood is much lower pressure. Okay, so the function or the job of a vein is to carry blood to the heart. Remember, it was V-E-I-N, into the heart. So carry blood to the heart, and it's actually under really low pressure at this point. So because of the low pressure, they have thin walls. They don't need to have thick walls. But they've got another really cool thing. Because if you imagine blood trying to get from your foot back up to your heart, it's a long old way for it to go. And because it's under low pressure, the blood tries to fall back down again. So inside of a vein, you've got these very special flaps, which are called valves. A bit like in the heart. And valves prevent backflow of blood. So the valves in the veins prevent blood flowing backwards. Okay, and then finally, the ones we haven't talked about before, capillaries. Capillary. A capillary, if you draw one, now we can actually draw individual cells of a capillary. They have got a wall which is 1 cell thick. Oh man, can't spell. Sorry about that, team. 1 cell thick, okay? Which is basically really thin, if you think about it. Only 1 cell, super thin. That's because their function is to carry blood to all cells in the body. So they're tiny and they go all through your body, and if you've got oxygen inside the blood, it's very easy for it to diffuse out into the cells because the wall is only 1 cell thick, so the oxygen can get out of the capillary and into your cells really, really easily. Okay?